All right, let's get right into it. You've probably noticed it, right? For what feels like forever, gold has been, well, everywhere. Jewelry, design, you name it. But something's shifting. The tide is turning, and silver is making this massive comeback for 2026. And I'm telling you, this is about way more than just what's in your wallet.
So yeah, that's the big question, right? Gold is out, silver is in. But why? I mean, we've just come out of this whole quiet luxury phase with all those warm golden tones and subtle logo-free everything. So what's with this huge pivot to the cool, crisp shine of silver? It's pretty clear there's something much deeper happening here. Something about how we want our world to look and even feel.
Well, here's the short answer. It's the visual palette cleanser the world desperately needs right now. Think about it. It's this big move towards something permanent, something precise, and honestly, a much-needed cooling vibe. And don't worry, we're going to unpack exactly what that means right now.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the look. The number one reason silver is back is this thing designers are calling the digital chrome shift. And as you're about to see, it's an aesthetic that feels like it was made for the high-def world we're all living in. So what on earth is digital chrome? Picture that super futuristic, almost liquid metal look. It's an aesthetic that feels incredibly intentional, you know? Sharp, clean. And silver, especially when it's polished to that perfect mirror finish, it just nails that high-definition energy.
And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head. Gold often feels nostalgic, right? Like it belongs in another era. But silver has this wild ability to feel like it was made tomorrow, even if the piece is 100 years old. It's got this visual snap to it, a kind of clarity and freshness that just feels so honest and so right for right now.
All right, let's move on to the second big reason. And this one goes beyond just how things look. It's about psychology. I mean, we're living in a really hot world, and I mean that literally and figuratively. And because of that, we're all kind of subconsciously looking for things that help us, cool down.
And this comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? Gold is the sun. It's all about warmth, that kind of high-friction energy. And let's be honest, kind of loud wealth. But silver? Silver is the moon. It's about coolness, stability, and this quiet confidence that just feels so much more appealing at this moment.
So, if you think about it metaphorically, silver just has a lower visual temperature. It's like turning down the thermostat on your eyes. And in a world filled with stressful news cycles and these constant high-friction digital arguments, the coolness of silver is like a psychological deep breath. It's a way to feel grounded without having to shout to be seen.
And that idea of grounding brings us perfectly to our third big theme, authenticity. Let's face it, we live in an increasingly artificial world. So of course, people are searching for things that feel real, things that are sustainable, things that actually have a story. And guess what? Silver checks every single one of those boxes.
This is what's behind the huge trend towards what people are calling circular luxury. We're all just tired of disposable fast fashion, aren't we? When you choose to buy vintage silver, you're picking something that's already been mined, something sustainable. It was literally built to last, to be repaired, not just tossed out. And that heritage, that real history, that is the new status symbol. Which ties right into this beautiful idea of living silver. In a world full of fakes and AI-generated everything, silver is an honest metal. It doesn't hide its age. It shows it through tarnish and patina, and that's now seen as a good thing. It's actual, physical proof that what you're holding is real and that it's lived a life. Okay, so I know what some of you might be thinking. Doesn't tarnish mean it's, low quality? And that's a great question because it gets right to the heart of this new way of thinking. For decades, any little sign of tarnish was seen as this awful flaw you had to polish away immediately. Well, not anymore. The rules have totally flipped. That dark oxidation that we used to think was a flaw, that's now considered a desirable patina. It adds depth, it proves it's authentic, and it gives the piece a kind of soul that a shiny, brand new item just can't compete with. Okay, so we've covered the why. Now let's get practical. How does this silver renaissance actually look when you're wearing it? Here's your quick and easy guide on how to actually incorporate this whole trend. So here are the 4 key looks to watch for. First, you've got that high gloss mirror finish. That's your digital chrome vibe right there. Second, mixing metals is a huge yes, but you want to make silver the star of the show. Third, we're talking heavy sculptural shapes. We are definitely moving away from dainty jewelry. And last but not least, you've got to embrace that heritage patina. Let that vintage soul shine through.
All right, let's tackle another one of those old school rules that was drilled into our heads. Never mix silver and gold. For years, it was like the ultimate fashion mistake. But I'm here to tell you, in 2026, that thinking is completely, totally outdated.
So can you mix them? Absolutely. The old rules are gone. The trick is to just pick a lead metal, which right now is silver, and then use the other one as a highlight. It's not a mistake anymore. It's a sign of incredible personal style.
So let's bring it all home. What are the big takeaways here? Number 1, silver is the visual palette cleanser for our chaotic 2020s lives. Number 2, that digital chrome aesthetic is a direct reflection of our high-tech world. 3, sustainability is a huge driver pushing us all to hunt for that cool vintage heritage silver. And finally, the actual weight of it, the way it ages, it offers a real experience in a world that can feel pretty fake.
And I think this final quote just captures the whole idea so perfectly. Silver isn't just about the past or the future. It's the bridge between them. It connects our deep need for history and authenticity with the sleek, high-def world we're building.
And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. In a world that feels more and more artificial every day, holding a piece of honest metal is a powerful reminder of what's real. It collects the marks and stories of your life, and it actually becomes more beautiful because of them. So, the only question left is, what story will your honest metal tell?